everyone, welcome back for another whiskey review. Today I'm finally sitting down to go through the Macallan core offering, you might say, which is the Double Cask range. Now I've done 200 reviews, posted the 200th review today, and I thought, what now? How do I go on from here? And for some reason, I've never reviewed any of the Macallans. I've tried many, I enjoyed them, and just for some reason, never got around to trying them. So what I've done is I've lined up the Double Cask 12, 15, 18-year-old to review back to back, and I will finish on the classic cut. So over the next 4 or 5 days, you will see all of the 4 reviews go up, sort of doing my journey through what I call the core range, because the 12, 15, 18 Double Cask are continually available for us in New Zealand in particular. The sherry 12-year-old does come every now and then, but runs out, and then the longer age sherry ones are much harder to get. But the classic cut has been a lot easier to get for us here as well. Now, for me particularly, out of all of the big Speyside whiskey distilleries, all of the big name ones or the big volume ones, Macallan is definitely the one that I've tried the least of. For some reason, it just doesn't register with me when samples are being offered or if I'm looking to open something for myself. But hey, maybe I need to change my habits a little bit, because Macallan is a powerhouse when it comes to well-known, not just Speyside distilleries, but a Scottish whiskey brand altogether. So this is my commitment to reviewing all 4, starting with the 12-year-old Double Oak. Now, one thing you got to admire with Macallan is the packaging. I mean, this is just a standard 12-year bottle, and it's so heavy on my hand compared to a lot of other beautiful glass bottles at age 10, 12 from Speyside or even Highland Scottish whiskey. This one in particular just feels that much better on the hand. Great presentation. For the purpose of these videos, I've removed the boxes for all of the bottles so you can sort of see them. And that's what it looks like. From my understanding, Macallan don't add any color to their whiskey. So there it is. And this one's bottled at 40% ABV. All right, let's start nosing it. Oh, nice. Really sweet on the nose. Wow. Quite pleasant on the nose. I mean, for the purpose of these videos, I try not to compare whiskies because that's just not right. Everyone does their things differently. But for a 12-year-old Double Cask age, there's quite a lot of spice coming through on the nose in a gentle way. Nothing too crazy amounts. You know, it's not a big spice bomb, but in amongst the fruity, sweeter nose, the gentle spice are coming. Definitely a little bit of orange peel coming through as well, sort of like a citrusy note. And just a hint of sweet vanilla. But more of that citrusy, sort of orange zesty nose, which is really good. Kind of reminds me a lot of Oban 14-year-old, which is one of my favorite Scottish single malts. All right, let's give it a sip. Nice. Quite warming on the palate straight away. The spicier, the gentle spice takes control, and then it allows a little bit of the sweeter characters to come through. Really, really pleasant. Being 40% ABV, there's no big bite on the palate. It might still be a big bite for someone who's not used to drinking whiskey neat, because at 40% it will still be quite high. I drink predominantly cask strength whiskies. So at 40%, it's not super jumpy on the palate. But the overall really warm mouthfeel is fantastic. Really, really good. Really smooth. Mm. Oh, so good. So good. Now, the double cask, I didn't touch on it before, refers to their use of both American and European oak casks. The European oak casks have had sherry in it, and the American oak would be the one-time use ex-bourbon cask. So, really, really well packed. I do genuinely wonder why I don't drink more Macallan. I mean, it's like a statement and a caution together. It's just, for some reason, I've been a whiskey drinker for a long time. And I've been a retailer of whiskey for a long time too. For some reason in my brain, it just doesn't register. Maybe because people are so crazy about Macallans. Everything that comes in sells before you can even take your chance to try something. But I do love the packaging. I do love the presentation. I just love the fact how heavy the bottle is, even for the entry-level 12-year-old, because it just adds to the occasion a little bit. Overall, really interesting whiskey. Very smooth, very gentle. There's nothing too overpowering. It just gives you enough, for a great early dinner or post-dinner whiskey, or dare I say, even during the day. If you've got the day off, you could try it during the day. Very smooth, very easy drinking. Probably the least offensive whiskey to give someone as well, because it's got plenty in there for everyone, from an entry-level whiskey drinker to a seasoned whiskey drinker. But there's nothing in there that would put anyone off. There's no smoky notes. There's no crazy spice that would put anyone off. So be a really safe gift as well. Well, that's all I got to say about the Macallan 12 Double Oak. If you're liking the content, please like, share, subscribe, and do follow and look out for the reviews I'm going to do subsequent to this, which will be the 15 double cask and 18 double cask, finishing with the classic cat sherry oak. Thank you. Bye bye.